Tree Steakhouse. Jimmy Christo, good friend of the show, and he is running Twisted Tree Steakhouse from Cyberg's at Watson and Lindbergh in Sunset Hills. They've got to be close to their 2-year anniversary right now. Business is booming thanks to Jimmy Christo. He knows what he's doing. Call them, 314-394-3366, and they're always open online at twistedtreesteakhouse.com. We're looking for bloggers. We're looking for foodies for our food segment on Wednesdays. Kyle Parks is a chef and a culinary instructor at L'Ecole Culinaire. Kyle, welcome, Big 550 KTRS.
He did get it right, yeah. I was really surprised. I thought he called me chief earlier today, so, instead of chef.
That was Willie did that. I did not do that. I never did that.
Excuses.
L'Ecole Culinaire. You're an instructor there.
I am, yeah. I've been out that way for about 2.5 years.
Do you have do you teach everything, or do you have a specialty, or how does it work over there?
They pretty much make me teach everything under the sun, which I like because I'm a really, really bouncy individual.
Okay.
Which is also even better because then I just get to tell the kids whatever I want to eat for that day. It really is the best job ever.
It's a cooking school.
Absolutely.
How long does it take to go through?
People can go through the program and get the culinary training in about 40 weeks.
40 weeks?
40 weeks. It is so intense in your face. It's no joke.
How many times a week do you go?
So we're open 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And then we'll also run a restaurant that's on campus.
Right.
It's open Thursdays and Fridays, so that'll give the kids an additional fifth day.
But 40 weeks, how many times do I go a week?
You're going to go 4 days a week.
4 days a week?
Yeah, for about 6 hours a day.
Wow.
Some people want to learn the behind the scenes, the book work, how to actually manage, run a business.
Yeah.
That'll go for an additional 30 weeks.
Okay.
So not a program that you have to take, but we encourage.
So it's a good, intense year.
Oh, yeah. And they get to deal with me, so it's really good.
I was going to ask you, are you more like a Gordon Ramsay or a Paula Dean? Real nice.
Whoa.
He's
Don't
not
tell me
racist.
I'm all Paula and stuff.
Isn't Paula Dean racist?
Are you like, get on, chop that meat?
So I'll put it like this. I have my moments, They get a little upset when I start throwing skillets at the students, but, maybe a tomato or something like that I could get away with.
Okay, so as a student at L'Ecole Culinaire,
Sure.
You're all over the place. We were talking off the air. You are also getting ready to open up a restaurant.
Well, I'm helping some folks get one off the ground. It's called Cork and Slice. It'll be over in the Central West End, right by the cathedral. So kind of a wood-fired bistro place. I like helping upstart people get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And do some really amazing things, and then I don't know. I can be on to the next gallivant around the world, culinary, so to speak.
Do you help with financing too? People who are looking to get financing?
No, I got no money. No. I'm a teacher.
But I mean, you put somebody who's a bartender and an owner with somebody who's looking to do this and that and everything else.
Correct. To help finding the right the people, the right vendors. Helping decide menus. The big key word being help. I let people have their own ideas and then try not to Gordon Ramsay them too much.
Because there are a lot of people who think, I'm a good cook. Maybe I'll open a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not that easy.
Correct, which is why they can call me. And I'll help facilitate and ease up their lives a little bit.
Why did you become a chef?
To tell you the truth, I got into it at a really early age, and I learned that my basketball career wasn't going to take off like I thought.
Right.
The NFL, my dreams, they got crushed, when I got crushed. And just food just took me over. I'm a really fat kid at heart. My mom signed me up for a summer camp when I was about 10 years old. And I go into this summer camp, and the chef takes me under his wing, he's trying to show me things. I spill root beer all over everybody. I was so embarrassed.
Right.
And he just taught me, some different things about recipes.
Give us a couple of hints for our amateur cooking expertise. What do you tell people?
So to tell you the truth, now that the heart doctor is gone and everything like that, okay, butter, and salt, okay, sprinkle some sugar around here and there. But really, to tell you the truth, it's keep things simple. Find the right ingredients, nice and fresh, and don't try to do too much to it. A lot of times out of the gate, people are adding this and that, and I'm going to grab this spice, and I'm going to, sprinkle this on there. Some salt, some peppers, some garlic, some fresh herbs. It goes so far.
So
what's
keep
your
it simple.
favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make? Probably some Italiano. I don't know. I like to talk with my hands, Throw spaghetti at the refrigerator
Kyle
and stuff.
Parks, the real Italian here. Give us a couple of hints when we're making Italian food.
Sure. So the key is, we're really with any food, right? It's not about how you make it. It's how you talk sweet nothings to the food. You know, you got to be like, yeah, baby, you're going to be so good.
It takes 40 weeks to learn how to talk sweet to
Yeah,
food.
man, it's an art form, okay? And you got to talk with the hands at the same time. Really, the simplistic approach, always some fresh herbs with pasta. I have a really favorite pasta recipe that I like using. It's 2 cups flour, 3 eggs, teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of olive oil, and you get awesome things all the time. Not only that, but
So you're saying you actually make the pasta that way?
oh yeah, absolutely, every time.
Yeah. So you don't buy pasta at the store?
No. Like sometimes I'm totally lazy. There is a time and a place for everything, you know. But no, I love making it fresh. You get really great taste, really awesome sauces. Just take your time.
Yeah.
Sit around the house, have a beer, glass of wine.
All right. What's the name of the restaurant again in the Central West End?
It's called Cork and Slice.
And when is that opening up?
Very, very soon. I'm not going to give you a date quite yet because I don't want to pigeonhole myself. But
Right.
hopefully within the next month or so, we'll get the ball rolling.
Okay. Now you also you're going to give us a chocolate cake recipe for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, I feel like chocolate, Valentine's Day, they just go
yeah.
hand in hand, and
Yes.
this cake is
Definitely.
so awesome. So maybe, you're not the most flirtatious type person in the world, but this cake might do your talking for you.
So okay, all right. What do you got for us?
Oh, like off the top of my head?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
thought you were gonna
gosh.
give us a
No,
chocolate
it's a
cake.
baking thing. I
You know,
can't remember that
that's-
off the top of my head.
I thought you were going to give us a baking recipe.
I think that we can definitely put one up on your website for folks to grab.
Here's what we're going to do. You have a wonderful chocolate cake recipe. Is that correct?
Absolutely, I do.
You are going to get it to Willie.
I am.
Willie's going to get it to Alexis.
Correct.
Alexis is going to get it on KTRS.com.
Absolutely.
And then
Like a
I'm going to
series of
bake it,
alley-oops.
and then
Yes.
I'll bring it
Right.
in.
I love it.
No.
Do you? All right, good enough. Good enough. And then we can make this chocolate cake. This is for the amateur as well as the professional.
This is super simple. It's a nice, moist, tasty chocolate cake. It uses a little bit of coffee in there, so I get to
Okay.
have some coffee for me while I'm
You
making
don't need
it.
any more coffee.
No, I'm bouncing off the walls already. I know. You have a swivel chair, man. I can go around in circles.
What's your philosophy on pot roast? Do you have a pot
Oh,
roast
boy.
recipe?
I feel like there's something in this room that I don't know about the way that everybody's
McGraw.
laughing.
I
makes this pot
stole a
roast.
pot roast recipe,
Okay.
which was fantastic.
Yeah. But now you made it, so it's your recipe now.
Really? Even though I just basically
No, that's totally how it works.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I make it, then I can call it my own?
Exactly, except if it's my chocolate cake recipe, and then you have to say that it's
That
Kyle's
is-
chocolate cake recipe.
What about what about beef stroganoff? In honor of Russia infiltrating our elections, I've been
He
making
knows-
beef stroganoff.
He has, Kyle, he
No,
has
no.
two recipes.
No.
Seriously.
No.
Beef
I-
roast
beef.
and beef stroganoff.
I've been making beef stroganoff quite a bit just because it's really good. I
Yeah,
make the
well,
noodles.
it's cold out here,
It sticks
why
to your
not?
ribs good,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, the Cork and Strudel. What's the new place? The
Cork and Slice.
The Cork and Slice.
I might have to put some beef
Strudel.
stroganoff somewhere on the menu.
The Cork and Slice is going to be calling me for my pot roast and my beef stroganoff here pretty soon.
I think they're calling me right now.
All right. So, so the chocolate cake recipe is going to be up on KTRS.com.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Beautiful.
right.
Kyle Parks, anything else we need to know?
No. There's all kinds of things that I do. I'll go in-home to people and do some in-home catering, put on multiple courses for them. But I don't want to, just shamelessly self-promote myself at chefkyleparks@gmail.com or anything like that. But, whoops.
ChefKyleParks.com?
chefkyleparks@gmail.com. That's the
At
best.
gmail.com. And you will come, and so someone will have a dinner, and they'll hire you, and you come to their house, and you cook the dinners, and they...
Correct. They get to sit back, relax, have a glass of wine.
That's my kind of dinner.
Hang out with their friends. All right, see? It's
That's
shameless
a
self-promoting.
fun deal, right?
It really is. And it could be for a group of 2. It could be for a group of 20,
So people hire you for a nice romantic dinner on a Saturday night, come to
Or a
my
dinner
house,
party.
cook for me and my wife,
Yeah.
and you cook, and they sit at the dining room table with a candlelight dinner, and you cook them the meal?
Absolutely. One time I even had their kids act as the servers. I put them
Oh,
to
no,
work and
that's
everything like that too.
cute.
But yeah, it's really whatever people want. And I
Yeah.
think that's how food really should be. I'm craving this, so I should have that. You're going to have beef stroganoff later because you're craving it.
You
and
come to my
talking about it
house
right
and
now.
you make my... No, you can't make my beef stroganoff because then you'll
It
steal
will
the
be
recipe.
my recipe, exactly.
You'll steal the recipe.
Smart man.
Kyle Parks, Chef Kyle Parks at gmail.com.
You got it.
You're an instructor at L'Ecole Culinaire, and Cork and Slice opening up in the Central West End. KTRS.com will have your chocolate cake recipe real soon.
I love it.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Absolutely,
you.
my pleasure.
Where'd you go to high school?
Chaminade.
Chaminade.
Yeah.
Good Chaminade boy. 846, Big Five.